Well, good morning, everybody. I know it's Sunday, and I don't usually cook on a Sunday, but I wanted to make some taco soup, which I've never made before, and everybody keeps telling me how good it is. So I thought this morning I'm going to make it, and we'll have it for supper and stuff. So I'm going to make taco soup. So I needed a pound of Hamburg brown. So I browned it this morning with onions. I put a small onion in with this. And then I'm going to put 2 cans of drained kidney beans and 2 cans of pinto beans, which I've already drained. So I'm going to throw those in there. If you don't have pinto beans, you can use any kind of beans that you would like. Doesn't have to be pinto, but that's what the recipe calls. And when I first make a recipe, I go by what it says, and then I doctor it up for the next time. So then I'm going to put 2 cans of corn, and I did not drain the pinto beans. The kidney beans I drained. The corn I am not draining. We're just going to put that in there. Box here. So there's 2 cans of pinto beans. I'm just going to keep stirring this up as I put stuff in. Very pretty color it is. If I think I did do 2 pounds of Hamburg, so I think if I need some more Hamburg, I'll just put some in, but right now I'll just leave it like it is and stuff. So then it called for 2 cans, well, it called for 1 26-ounce can of tomatoes, and these are 14 ounce. So I'm just going to use 2 of them. I'm not going to add it and save some, so I'll just use 2 of them tomatoes. Everybody tells me this is very good. I don't think I've ever had this. And they say when you get it all together and it doesn't seem like it's liquidy enough, you can put about a cup to a cup and a half of water in it. So then they called for some diced tomatoes with chilies in it, which I've never had before neither, so I'm putting that in there. This is going to be something I really have never had before, so I can smell the chilies in here. So, and then let's see what else I have to put in here. My hands out. It calls for taco. It calls for a taco mix. I have a mild. I didn't use the hot. Just sprinkle that in here. At my box. I'll mix that one up. Okay. And then it calls for 1 package of ranch. So I'm going to sprinkle the ranch in here. And I'll mix that up. There's quite a bit of liquid in here, so maybe when it cooks down a little more, there'll be more liquid in it. I may just put a little in to be on the safe side. I love making soups. I make a lot of them throughout the year. Whether it's summer, winter, it doesn't matter. So, let's see, make sure I have everything in there. Oh, yep. My granddaughter was over today, so I don't know if you can see, but she did my fingernails for St. Patty's Day for tomorrow. And I had just cut them halfway down because they were so long. Then she comes and wants to do my nails. So we did them anyway for St. Patty's Day, and she says, I'll be back. Well, she's here every day, but I'll be back to do them the Easter colors when it gets closer to Easter. So, okay, this is what we have. I'm just gonna heavy, heavy. It's really the pot. Okay. I don't put salt and pepper in because some people like it, some people don't. So I'm not going to put any in there. And I'm going to cook this. It says I can cook it on low for 8 to 10 hours. Or I cook it on high 4 to 5 hours. So I think I'm going to try it, start it on high for 2 hours, then turn it down to low and have it cook like that. If I think it's not as thin as I want it, then I will pour some water in it. But it seems like it's simple, so I'm hoping my family will like it and stuff. So that's what we're having for supper. So this is taco soup, and I'm going to give you the ingredients again. It calls for a pound of Hamburg and an onion. I used a smaller onion, and I browned it together. So, and then it calls for 2 cans of kidney beans, which I have 2 cans of kidney beans a size, and 2 cans of pinto beans, same size. And that you do not put the liquid in here. They want you to drain the liquid. I drained it and I took a little bit of water and went along the top, not a lot, and then it's been sitting, so it drained most of that liquid off. And then I used 2 cans of corn. I think you see the corn I used. Let me get it out of here. Just a regular can of sweet corn. Yeah. And that's 15 ounces. I used 2 of these cans of sweet corn. But I left the liquid in. You have to leave the liquid in there, it says. And I used 2 cans. It calls for 1 26-ounce can of diced tomatoes. Whoops, I got the tomatoes. And I did not have a 26. I had 14. So it ended up 28, 29. I just stuck it in there anyway. Diced tomatoes with chilies. I've never had this before. It calls for a 10 ounce, and this is a 10 ounce can. So stuck that in, and then stirred it all up. And then I had a package of taco seasoning. I used mild. They have hot too. I think it's mild, medium, or hot, something like that. I used the mild one. And then a package of ranch. And stirred it together. I'll put it on, when I'm done here, I'll put it on, plug it in, turn it on to high. I'm just going to put it on high for a couple hours and then turn it down to low, because we don't usually eat till about 6. And if sometimes we wait till the next day, soup is always better the next day anyway. But and then when the soup is all done, put it in your bowl, and you put some shredded cheddar cheese. I use the very fine cheddar cheese. Sprinkle on the top, and you can put a dab of sour cream cheese on it, and that's it. You eat it just like it is. So it doesn't take long to do this. It took me longer to open my cans because I have to have a special opener for my hands to open the cans. And the one I had been having that I had to buy special was, it was all not working. I've used it so many years, so I went and bought a new one. So I'm getting used to that one. So anyway, that's the taco soup here. I hope you all try it and you all like it. I hope you have a nice St. Patty's Day tomorrow. We're going to go for corned beef and cabbage. I think Joe is. I'm going for Reuben's. I like those, and I only get them then. I never seem to make them unless it's St. Patty's Day. So the wind out here is so bad that I figured if you're a skinny, small person, you're going to be down in Silver Creek. But by the way, this wind is blowing. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a nice weekend. I know that today is the last day of the weekend, but be careful. Have a nice day, and we'll talk to you again. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.